Liv Morgan's own actions to cost her the WWE Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 42? Exploring why it's possible. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The WWE Universe witnessed an outbreak of chaos during Stephanie Vacher's interview in the ring on the go-home edition of Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania 42. Cathy Kelley was trying to get a word from the Women's World Champion when Liv Morgan suddenly attacked Vacher. As a result, La Primera inadvertently shoved Kelley to the floor. The longtime backstage correspondent was seen writhing in pain and was helped by officials. While Michael Cole later gave a reassuring update on her condition, it seems that feelings of resentment have started to grow. Kelley might hold a grudge against Liv Morgan for causing the chaos that led to Vacher shoving her, and might be planning to get revenge. With this in mind, Cathy Kelley might consider doing the unthinkable at WrestleMania 42. Morgan is set to challenge La Primera for the Women's World Championship at the Extravaganza. In a shocking twist, Kelley could interfere in the upcoming match and cost the Miracle Kid a potential victory over the champion. For years, Cathy Kelley has generally behaved professionally and remained neutral while working for the Stamford-based promotion. However, being shoved down by a woman she has interviewed multiple times might change the dynamic as we head into Night 1 in Vegas. It seems the question isn't just whether the Miracle Kid can beat Stephanie Vacher. Perhaps it's whether she can survive the enemies she made on the way to the ring. If Cathy Kelley decides to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight, Morgan's potential greatest victory could turn into her most embarrassing heartbreak. If that happens, Morgan will likely have no one to blame but herself. While this angle seems far-fetched, it is not entirely impossible. Fans will have to wait until WrestleMania 42 to see if this comes to fruition. Liv Morgan vs. Stephanie Vacher could face off in a rematch at WWE Backlash. If the above-mentioned scenario eventually comes to fruition, there is a possibility that Liv Morgan might request a rematch against Stephanie Vacher for the Women's World Championship at WWE Backlash. Reports have suggested that Cathy Kelley has been undergoing training at the WWE Performance Center. There is a strong possibility that she could transition from an interviewer to a wrestler after potentially costing Morgan the world title match at WrestleMania 42. With this in mind, Kelley could align with Primera in her feud against the Judgment Day after Mania. If this happens, it could help spice up the storyline and probably set the stage for a blockbuster rematch at the next WWE Premium Live event. While this angle might sound convincing, it is speculative at this Liv Morgan to kick out Judgment Day member in favor of Cathy Kelley. Exploring why it's possible Liv Morgan is set to face Stephanie Vacher for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 42 this weekend. The Miracle Kid won the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match and chose La Primera as her opponent for the show of shows. That said, while Morgan has a massive opportunity coming up, things haven't been going well within the Judgment Day. The group kicked out Finn Balor last month, and now he is set to face Dominic Mysterio at the Las Vegas Plea. However, it won't simply be Finn, it will be the Demon who will battle Dirty Dom this weekend. Even though Balor is out of the group, there may still be a member loyal to him, and Liv Morgan could take action soon. Roxanne Perez recently returned, and she has seemingly picked her side by aligning with the Judgment Day. However, it may not be as simple as it seems. The Miracle Kid is skeptical about Perez's allegiance and could replace her with Cathy Kelley. On this week's episode of Raw, Cathy was in the ring to interview Vacher. Morgan attacked her WrestleMania 42 opponent from behind, and a brawl broke out. The interviewer ended up being collateral damage, as the Miracle Kid sent La Primera crashing into her. This was the first time Kelley took a bump on television, and it has led to fans speculating that she could make an in-ring debut soon. Even though it was unintentional, the 37-year-old would likely be angry after getting hurt due to Morgan and Vacher. The Miracle Kid could take advantage of Cathy's frustration and manipulate her into joining the Judgment Day. She could also kick Roxanne Perez out if the latter chooses to side with Finn Balor. Perez was sidelined when the Prince was kicked out of the group. Last week, Liv Morgan tried talking to the Prodigy about the situation, but before Perez could respond, Stephanie Vacher attacked both of them. The young star has yet to clear her stance regarding Balor's removal. Since the Irish star brought Roxanne into the Judgment Day, that connection could come into play in Perez's decision. If Liv Morgan gets a hint that Roxanne is still loyal to Finn, she might kick her out. To ensure the Judgment Day doesn't lose its strength, the Miracle Kid could add Kathy Kelly. That said, this scenario is only based on speculation, and nothing has been confirmed. Liv Morgan talks about losing confidence after injury. Last year, Liv Morgan suffered a shoulder injury that sidelined her for months. During her appearance on Insight with Chris Van Vliet, the Miracle Kid opened up about losing faith following her injury last year. You know, Raquel had actually said something to me like, I'm a very everything happens for a reason person. Even if it's terrible, I can be delusional and be like, no, it's for my greater good, somewhere along the way. But I didn't feel like that about my injury, and so that was hard for me to even sit with, feeling like something happened to me that wasn't intended for my greatest good. And I was like, wow, I really just got injured, and it was just the kind of deter me. You know what I mean? Wow, something just happened just for it to be terrible. And that was just hard for me to come to terms with because that's not how I live my life. But I did not really see the flip side. Liv Morgan returned at Survivor Series War Games in November last year, helping Dominic Mysterio defeat John Cena.